around to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to
Welcome to the inaugural XPHSL High School League. The future of high school esports is here. XPHSL have developed an exciting regional-based conference league for the gamers of Queensland. High schools and their Rocket League players will be divided up into 3 separate conferences. Conference A of Great Brisbane, Conference B of Coastal Line Schools, and the Academy League. Chance to rank up and play with the best next term. Teams within each conference will fight for survival in a 4-week round-robin regular season. The top performing teams within a conference will go head-to-head in a single elimination knockout stage. Once the conference winners have been crowned, they will then go head-to-head in a must-see grand final, a battle of Queensland's greatest. Each of our grand finalists will earn a one-on-one coaching session with RLCS Oceania team, Canberra Havoc. They'll also earn the official XPHSL HSL season flag, a Computer Alliance prize pack, and 3 ZQ Gaming series chairs. The league's runners-up will score a runners-up trophy as well as a Computer Alliance prize pack. Make sure you subscribe to the XPHSL YouTube channel. Tune in to all the high school Rocket League action each Monday at 4:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. The XPHSL High School League is brought to you by Computer Alliance, BLK, and ZQ Racing Gaming Chairs.
Hello, everybody, boys and girls, men and women, and everything in the between. My name is Maximilian Thor von Neumann, also known as Formal Casting, or Formal if you want to stay colloquial, and welcome back to the XPHSL High School Rocket League. It is week 3. We have passed that halfway mark, and I've got some new sort of tools and stuff to play with. Look at this. a clipboard. It's going to be coach formal today, as we are going to be looking at another 2 exciting best of 5 series in this high school league. Obviously, we've seen some great action already, plenty more still to come. But before we get too deep into it, we're going to quickly shout out some of our sponsors, some of the people helping keeping this event alive and keeping it going. And they even have special little videos. So real quickly, we're going to have a look at that and then, give them even more of a thanks. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Look, that's not the only thing we have. Not only do we have sweet BLK clothing, but we also have very comfortable ZQ racing chairs. I'm sitting in one right now. You can see it on the screen in front of you. I don't have the fancy flashy graphics this time around. You're just going to have to put up with my voice, but I can assure you that these chairs are amazingly comfortable. So thank you to ZQ Racing for being sort of our official gaming chair sponsor. You can see the adjustable armrests. I play with them all the time when off camera. That full 180 recline, because guess what? I've been living here. They haven't been able to kick me out. That's why you're still stuck with me. And this chair turns into a lovely bed. So it's been a lot of fun. So thank you very much to ZQ Racing. But not only that, we also have the Canberra Havoc as well, kind of like that RLCS sponsor, almost, well, RLCS team sponsor. They're going to be providing coaching to those teams that do make it to the final. I believe it's sessions with one Leduc, a Queensland native, just like all of these teams in this tournament. And I mean, he is a really cool guy. I've gotten to know him briefly in the past. He's very smart, pretty much the benchmark from making it to pro play. You got to be as good, if not better, than him. So definitely someone you would want to learn from. So our official coaching partner, a big thank you to the Canberra Havoc. Not to mention as well the Computer Alliance, our official tech provider for this event. They are helping provide some of the prizes as well at the end of the day. So big thank yous to everyone involved. However, it's time to take a look at where we're sitting right now in this tournament, because as mentioned before, we have just passed that halfway point, and the standings, well, they're very interesting as a result. So taking a look at a standings table real quick right now, magically there it is. STMC Black up on top of Conference A. That's where we'll be seeing our first game, and MFAC Beasts atop Conference B. Now, we will be seeing STMC playing today, but not necessarily that black team. It's going to be that team that's chasing them, STMC Gold. They will be playing OC Redbacks seconds, who are on a bit of struggle street. Meanwhile, on Conference B in our second game, it will be Good Shepherd Origin Lutheran College. They are actually still on that hunt. They think they can chase down the Beasts and make it to that final, but in order to do that, they're going to have to get over the Unity Rockets, another team that's kind of been struggling a little bit, 1-3. They've got one win. Maybe they can pull off that upset, but we don't just have Conference A and B, we also have our Academy League as well. So taking a quick look at the standings right there, or rather the results from last week, you can see Shalom Saints won a cracker of a series against the Roosters, 3-2, taking it all the way to the end. Trinity College 4, well, they got their 2 wins and thought, you know what, we don't need to play that third game. We'll just take the 2-0 apparently. Not sure what happened there. And STMC Unicorns as well, a nice clean sweep over Trinity College 3. So Academy League, obviously, a different breed of Rocket League. These are players and teams still learning the game. Here at XP, we want to cater for all levels of skill. So if you're considering, like, you might not be good at a game that the next XP League might be hinting at, but you still want to put a team together, well, we will do our best to compensate and put you with very even competition, because it's all about having a good time sometimes at the end of the day, as well as building teamwork, as well as learning cooperative skills, building mechanics, and just participating. It's all about fun. However, speaking of fun, we did have a lot of fun last week as well. So much fun, in fact, that we were able to put together a neat little highlight package. So before we are going to kick off our Week 3 matches, let's just have a quick look back at what happened last week, just so you get a taste of what's to come.
Chisholm Maroon and STMC Black teared up the dust as they kicked off Week 2 of the XP Esports High School League, with Chisholm making a stand as they secured the first goal of the night.
The clear attempt was a bit of a whiff, and it is Chisholm Maroon getting the first goal in this series.
But something had clicked in Kenneth, It's Lemon Juice, and Lucas' heads. They began to destroy their high school counterparts for a glorious 3-1 Week 2 dream run.
Chisholm Maroons, they definitely were competitive. I saw a lot of things I like from them, specifically from this player right here, Dog. But I feel like as the game got more and more tense and more pressure was put on them, started to see positional mistakes and the odd mechanical mistakes, some awkward double commits, some awkward sort of challenges that they really stood no chance in being able to pull off. And STMC, Luca in particular, were just cool, calm, and collected from start to finish.
Trinity College 1 took on Shalom Stealth for the second game of the evening, a back-and-forth rally that saw both teams take a game from each other.
For that pinch really to be the correct play in that situation, Shalom going to be looking like they're going to be taking game number 2. Ooh, that was a big miss from Liam right there. Not typically what you are used to seeing. However, it will not matter too much. Clock will hit 0, and it is a 5-3 victory for the Shalom Stealth to equalize this series up.
Shalom confidently took the lead for a Game 3 victory, doing their high school proud as the timer reached 0.
And it is 1-0 for Shalom. 12 seconds for Trinity to find that kickoff goal. They got a couple in Game 3. Can they get one now? 8 seconds remaining. Instagram going to lead that charge onto the orange side of the pitch. Coop has boost. He's slow playing it, but no! He gets bumped off the ball by Instagram. A disaster for Trinity costs them the game, and Shalom takes it 3-1. Heartbreak for Trinity.
Don't forget to subscribe to the XP Esports YouTube channel for all our past matches and tournament highlights. The XP Esports High School League is brought to you by Computer Alliance, BLK, and ZQ Racing Gaming Chairs.
So yeah, as you all have seen right there, a lot of fun was had last week. Maybe a little bit too much caffeine as well by myself. But rest assured, you know, Coach Formal, he's much more calm and reserved. Yeah, as if. Anyways, either way, we are soon going to be kicking off this next match again. OC Redbacks seconds taking on STMC Gold. As you can see, a couple very nice insignias. Look, I'm not supposed to be biased, I know. And although OC, Ormiston College, they do have the cricket bats and the beach and the musical notes, that's nice and all, but 6 separate unicorns for STMC, St. Thomas More? 6 of them? I mean, come on. That shield is, that's pretty dope. Either way, that's not what this game is about. This game is about what happens on the pitch, what happens with the Rocket League. The game has actually already kicked itself off, and just like that, STMC actually got a 1-second goal before we cut to it. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. That's okay. We're just going to have to assume it was a kickoff goal like that, except Colt was able to bang it in as opposed to letting it go to the side. Either way, already, STMC, that team that is 1 game off first place in the standings, coming out swinging in this one. The OC Redbacks a bit on the back foot. They still are going for some of those booming clears, and I'm a little bit surprised to see everyone from STMC actually rotating all the way back at that moment. I feel like coming into this one, just judging by that early goal, just judging by some of the positioning, I'm seeing STMC is probably going to be that faster team. However, Zafrax trying to set himself up. If only he had that boost to go up for that ball, it could have been the equalizer, but not to be the case this time. Very deep rotations coming from the OC Redbacks right now. They're giving a lot of space for STMC to try and set up these attacks. ADXN, Adston, now it's just going to be ADXN for this one, taking its time, will get challenged and actually lose it out, but Colt will be the next man there trying to push through that corner, and you can see there's a Rule 1 actually happening in the corner right now. I don't know how many people caught that, but I would like to cut back to that sometime soon, but it may have just turned this into a 2v2. Nope, okay, it was broken up. I'm not sure who did that, but shame on them. You cannot break the Rule 1. I'm going to assume it was someone on this Redback side because Colt just punched them to make it a 2-0 scoreline. Catching the replay right here. Good job by ADXN actually pushing ahead in front of Colt, looking for some bumps, trying to open that pathway for the goal. He didn't really connect on any demos, but he did do enough to kind of push Colt to get that easy flip in. Now, OC Redbacks a bit on the back foot. It is good to note that this is a best of 5. So even if you have a rough game 1, you can just sort of say, you know what, this is a learning experience. We're learning about our opponents. We're analyzing their weaknesses, and we will come back harder in games 2 and 3. That said, Batriax needs to make contact with those balls if he's going to go for those aerials. Unfortunately, with that swing and a miss, does mean a bit more offensive pressure coming from STMC. Gold shot on target from Colt, who's going to get himself a second of the game. So it was not Colt who got that 1-second goal that we missed before, but he did get the next 2. So 3-0 at the moment in favor of STMC, who just are looking to be that faster team right now. Awkward miss from the Redbacks did sort of open the door for Gold to punish, and thus we are sitting 3-0. However, this is looking good for the Redbacks. No, Zafrax misses what could have been a fairly easy goal. You would think in that Merc you have the width in order to punch it in, but I'm actually pretty sure the Merc has the Octane hitbox, so it's a little bit smaller than what you might think. And now we still see more offensive pressure coming from the Redbacks. A shot taken to the corner. Batriax going to try and beat the defender to the ball, but is unable to. Fortunately, with those deep rotations, Zafrax is able to throw that ball right back to the orange side of the pitch, looking to recover. Uses a lot of boost to get that touch. That said, his teammates do have his back. The Redbacks, this is the most offensive pressure they've been able to put all game. It leads to a shot by Cookser, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get it into the goal. And now Colt leading the charge. A nice little flick off of the wall, but it's not really going to be accurate enough just yet for the goal. Halfway through game number 1, it's still very much an STMC-dominated affair. Ball rolling towards the blue side of the pitch, but it looks like Cook was maybe able to drive it past mid-pitch, but wasn't feeling confident, and as a result, we are seeing another attack being set up by STMC. Ball sailing high over the box, but no one really feeling confident enough to go up and try and get it this time. Colt still playing the middle of the pitch, still being that first line of offense, really, to sort of stop any counter attacks. Interesting play by Zafrax, going to try and play it off the wall, but ADXN is waiting. Shots on target, perhaps a little bit off. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. The best defender in the entirety of Rocket League, doesn't matter the region, is the Crossbar, as we see yet another great save by Crossbar yet again. Play through the corner right now for STMC, trying to find that opening. It's a pass to Betty, but Betty wasn't able to gape it down, so this might actually open the door for a counterattack. Sarah Fryax trying to lead that charge. Only Colt on defense, puts an awkward touch, has to flick to get that second one, but it is enough to get over the attackers who are a little too far pressed forward into the box. So good recovery by Colt in surviving what could have been a dangerous situation, and not Betty, is going to get the goal. That's going to be his second of the game, as we see that replay right here. A great setup by Colt, actually passing it right to Medi. I would have liked the defense to actually try to push forward and maybe intercept it in that situation, because it wasn't a clean catch by Medi. He had to wait for the rebound off the wall, and that should be enough time for a defense in order to push forward and steal it away. In this instance, though, OC Redbacks not really showing that speed yet, unfortunately. I think they're still trying to come to a grip of how STMC is playing and sort of the speed that they are playing at. And maybe as the series progresses, they'll start to get a bit more aggressive. Good bump by Colt right there. It's trying to open the door for Medi, who will get the hat trick. And now we are looking at a 5-0 scoreline in favor of STMC, who are just looking a class above right now. They're more willing to go up into the air for the balls. They're a bit faster in both their rotations and adapting to challenges that kind of go neutrally. A lot of times when this ball is sort of in no man's land, it is a member of STMC Gold getting there first. Not to mention, they also had that, 1-second kickoff goal. I really wish we could have seen that. Either way, another setup from Medi. It's a pass to himself, but this time you do have a defender in the box. I believe that was the Triax, so good save right there, but they're going to need more than saves. They're going to need goals as well. Colt trying to set up out of the corner. He's going to look to pass back to his team. Nope, actually he was trying to drop it into the box, but there are just one too many OC Redbacks there, and oh, that's not what you want to see. A collapse on the pressing attack sees the Triax and as well as Zafrax running into each other. These names from the OC Redbacks, it sounds like it's coming out of a sci-fi comic book. That's going to be a goal, but Triax able to get that one on the breakaway. Too many members of STMC pushing forward, and Medi just gets beaten out. But Triax going to knock it in himself. But yeah, but Triax, Zafrax, like, I feel like, this is a Guardians of a Galaxy spinoff right now with some of these names coming from the OC Redbacks. Medi going to look to set something up, but Triax catching the ball, has a little bit of boost, but not enough to keep up with it when it's in the air for that long. Fall through from Zafrax, trying to throw it back into the box as well, but Medi with a booming clear, looking to possibly end this one right now. Cook the only normal name, gets a bit of a nice touch. It looked like it was more he was in the way. How does that shot get past the first member? But it cannot get past the second. 4 seconds to go, and it still will be a comfortable win for STMC Gold. Despite, you know, letting up a goal towards the end of the game, they still pretty much dominated when it comes to speed, when it comes to, I guess, mechanics. The aerial prowess on STMC was there, and perhaps that was something that the Redbacks may have been lacking. So a very good showing for STMC Gold, or they're showing why they're one of these teams, you know, competing, trying to get atop a pool number A, trying to get to that final. They're looking like the stronger team for sure right now, and I'm very worried moving forward for the Redbacks. Like, unless they start trying to push forward to contest a little bit more, unless they start, you know, taking some more risks in the air. We started to see it towards the end, actually, by Zafrax, I believe. He was the one who went up for the ball, but unfortunately did miss it on that last defensive effort. I want to see more of that. Even if they do miss it, it's just that willingness to go for the ball can be the difference. Kickoff definitely going the Redbacks' way as Zafrax gets himself a very quick goal in this one. Medi, okay. They were going for a fake kickoff, I believe. That miss, I do believe, was intentional. The miss from Colt, however, was not. So a complete breakdown on the kickoff right there. Colt trying to return the favor, but Triax able to get that touch on the ball. ADXN pushing it forward himself. Awkward touch by the defense right there. ADXN going to catch it, setting himself up. Oh, interesting. Colt was actually in a better position to take that shot, but pulled off when he saw that ADRX was going for it. And now they're bumping into each other. What is going on with STMC's communications right now? ADXN and Colt kind of a little too much on that same page where they're trying to drive in the same spot. At the end of it all, though, Medi was actually the one who got that pass set up. Good recovery by ADXN to get that touch into the goal. So when it starts to look like STMC is breaking down, in reality, they're creating opportunities for themselves, and they will make it a 1-1 game. STMC, another good kickoff for them. ADXN, again, willing to go all the way to the corner, try to get that touch, but because of the pinch, it will sail well and truly over the goal. Backward setup, perhaps. I believe that was Maddie who was actually going for that aerial, but he was so far underneath it that he did not stand a chance. Keep your eyes on Colt right now. He's the one with boost. Nice pass. Oh, ADXN unable to catch it, so Colt will keep pushing it forward himself. But Triax tries to clear it through, but is stopped by, I believe that was Medi right there. Ball still on the offensive side. Good touch by Medi, but a better touch by Triax. A lot of members from the Redbacks going up the wall. Still, though, a bit of a ping-pong situation right now. Neither team able to break the other's deep rotations. Now, deep rotations are interesting to me. I understand that they're usually the safer option. It's what you want to do if you feel like you are probably the better team, because eventually, you know, it stops yourself from giving up kind of easy goals, and eventually you'll sort of outwin that war of attrition because you're going to be faster, you're going to get better touches. But from a spectator standpoint and from a personal bias, I love tight rotations, I love dunks, I love crazy plays. But if each team is going to be playing deep, well, again, I'm going to be leaning towards STMC based on the speed and the prowess that we saw in our first game. Still, a great job by the Redbacks to recover. Their defense has actually greatly improved right now, although that's an awkward double commit up on the wall. And that is ATRX looking to punish Colt off of the backboard. Where's the third man? Colt got the demo. Where's the third man? Colt doing everything to set up his team, but no one willing to push forward and take that shot. And now the Redbacks could be looking to punish Colt with the ball, trying to dribble it through the corner. Good touch by Cookster to throw it back to the middle, but no one from the Redbacks were actually willing to step forward into the middle and punish it, and Colt will get his first goal of the game, largely due to a bit of inaction right there. You can see on that play, Cook was in position to do a tight cutoff, try to get the ball out of that mid-pitch, but instead STMC is able to drive straight through the center, set up Colt to get that goal. So, STMC, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. I think the instincts are more on this orange side right now, but I am liking the Redbacks a lot more in this game than I am in game number one. I'm seeing more outs for them. They are creating more opportunities for themselves. Now, whether or not they see those opportunities as a team, I'm not too sure yet, but there were opportunities there, and I just want to see that edge, that desire to go for it and maybe take this game back, because at the moment, STMC, they're more than happy to run away with this one right now. Zafrax is going to be the player looking for the clear. It's actually going to pass it down to Cook, and those are the pass plays you like to see. Cook's touch a little bit awkward, but it does force a double commit, and you can see STMC, they're bumping into each other. Communication starting to break down. Colt still kind of ramming Medi, trying to just bump him away, saying, look, man, I'm supposed to be the star of this team. Let me make the shots. But this infighting is starting to hurt them because the Redbacks are putting a fair bit of pressure on. Finally, Colt able to get that clear straight down the middle, but Triax is there looking to turn it right back around and swing and a miss. A shot on target, and once again, we are tied with a minute 55 remaining. Watching the replay, but Triax, it was just a good pass to himself off of that wall. Takes the shot as ADXN was a little bit too preoccupied in getting the boost. And while having boost is good and all, you need to be able to get it and get back into position quickly, especially if you are that last line of defense and that ball is rolling towards your goal. So, 2-2 scoreline. This series has just gotten a lot more interesting until ADXN says, you know what? Give me an aerial shot. I will take it. Look at this pass from Colt. It was actually Xphighschoolleague who throws the meatball across the middle of the pitch, and ADXN, he sees his opening and he takes it. Fantastic goal coming from the STMC side. A little bit heartbreaking for the Redbacks because every time they make something good happen, it feels like STMC immediately have that answer right back. And with a minute 43 seconds remaining, again, the pressure is going to be on this blue side. Xphighschoolleague going up, but it's actually Triax who gets the ball first. Pushed through by ADXN. That shot was actually close to getting in. It was just a little bit too high, but the angle was there. Medi getting bumped off the ball by his own teammate, Colt and Medi. What is it about these two players that are always bumping into each other? I mean, they're not getting punished this game, but I can see this being a problem in the future. As it stands, ADXN is going to find himself another goal after Xphighschoolleague. He tried to get a good clear into the corner, instead just drops it right into Medi, who passes it back to ADXN. Quick, easy goal. I love tight in the box passes. That's usually how you win at the highest level of Rocket League, let alone in high school Rocket League as well. So, great goal from STMC, who are definitely feeling pretty good. I think they got those brooms out of the closet. They're starting to think, sweep, that could be fun, you know? Do a little bit of house cleaning. Colt going for the double touch, actually. Off the backboard, does not have that height for the second touch, but he does have a teammate in ADXN who's going to pass it off the backboard to himself, looking to get that next touch. But Medi again. Okay, Medi is doing a fair bit of ball chasing right now. And again, STMC, they're winning this game because I do feel mechanically they are the better team. But these sort of breakdowns, these awkward double commits against the other top teams in this pool could be what stops them from getting to the playoffs. This is clearly an element of gameplay that they're going to need to improve on moving forward. And that's just communicating who is going to the ball and when, knowing when to hold back, because as much as I'm liking some of these individual plays at times, I'm not liking the spacing and I'm not liking the double commits coming out this STM side. What I am liking is Xphighschoolleague nearly putting on a goal, but ADXN able to get the height to make that save. And with 15 seconds remaining, that could have been the save that saves game number 2, because getting 2 goals in 10 seconds is always going to be a challenge, especially when your enemies are knocking on your door. ADXN actually might look for goal number 5 for his team. Gets bumped off the ball by Xphighschoolleague, and the ball will slowly roll towards the ground. Colt desperately tries to keep it in the air, but alas, it will still drop, and STMC will take game number 2. A strong showing so far from this STMC side, but a good turnaround nonetheless from the OC Redbacks. I don't feel that score really reflects too much of how close that game potentially could have been. There were openings for the Redbacks. Again, I'm not sure the Redbacks actually saw those openings, but, you know, Coach Formal did. I'm writing those notes down right now. Be more aggressive. Get a pen with ink. Because in that situation right there, there were times when a tighter rotation, especially on offense, coming from the Redbacks, could have kept that pressure going, could have opened up more goals. And there were times when, in particular, like you could see Cook was the one who I saw had a clear path to that ball. There was no one else around it. Could have smacked that thing right towards an open goal. At the time, STMC was rotating forward, but they were rotating forward along the corridors. That could have been a straight shot down the middle. I digress, however. We are on to game number 3. STMC potentially 5 minutes away from taking a clean 3-0 sweep. At the moment, though, they're actually a little bit on the back foot. Medi, that third man on defense, tries to get a pass, and that would have been a great pass had Triax, you know, been on the other team. That was almost an amazing own goal, so fortunately, Triax, you know, did put it off the backboard instead, but it's still a dangerous situation for the Redbacks right now. Colt just tipping the ball over some defenders, but Triax, again, as that third man, gets that big boom. Nice follow-up by Xphighschoolleague. Very good pass, but he needed to keep pushing down the field. He actually might be able to get that second touch. Ball in a dangerous spot. Here comes Triax. with the shot, but no, it was a pass to Cook, who lets the ball sail over his head. And don't get me wrong, I love pizza as well, but scarabs are disgusting, and maybe if you were driving a real car, something good could have happened. I digress. You know, everyone loves the scarab. Haha, it's the soccer ball call. I don't know. No real. You know, Petriax has the dominance. Petriax knows what's up. He's got my back. He's why OC Redbacks might be able to come back into this one as it stands, though. Still a 0-0 game, 1 minute in. ADX not really finding the clearing path that he's looking for, so Colt instead is going to try to throw it up to himself, but throws it a bit too far, and that's actually a nice punish coming from the Redbacks. No one there to push through the corner, however, as Medi is able to drop it back to Colt, who's putting a lob shot on target, but Triax able to get there in time, make that save, but ADXN cheating through the corner. That's going to be a great pass to Colt. Oh, no, that was Medi. Medi unable to get the touch, however. That could have been a fantastic goal. Colt was actually the third man back, and now he's going to lead the charge, but Cook willing to go up for it, and I want to see more of that coming from this OC Redback side. They're starting to feel more confident. They're starting to take more risks. Still, though, they're in their own box, but Triax throwing the ball up to himself, goes for the boost, but the boost is there. Colt, meanwhile, is just ramming ADXN completely off of the ball. ADXN has to recover, but perhaps did it a little too slow, because now we should be seeing a more cohesive Redback side, but they're also bumping into each other as two players wanting to make that shot. Two players also missing on the offensive cutoff right there. Finally, Medi is able to clear it down the pitch, and communication breakdowns left, right, and center from both these teams. Spacing, one of the most important things to understand in learning competitive Rocket League, and is an area that I feel both of these teams can improve on. Another double commit in the box right now leaves only one man on defense, but Medi is unable to corral that ball and take a straight shot. So 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining right now. Zafrax looking to play off the wall, not really getting the touches that he's looking for. Cookster 97 trying to rotate back around. Actually a good touch by ADXN, and it's a pass to Medi, who puts one on target. An absolute missile does give STMC the lead, as we see the replay right here. A great setup by ADXN, as well as Zafrax had the right idea to go up to challenge, but the mechanics just weren't there. He tilts his nose down a little bit too early, and he threw himself off course, and that's going to cost them the goal. A valiant effort, but just a little bit too short, and a fantastic goal coming from Medi. ADXN as well, looking for the pinch with Colt, but they don't get the pinch they're looking for, so the shot's not going to be on target. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining for the OC Redbacks to get back into this game, get back into this series, keeping themselves aligned. They still need one more goal. Medi looking for that clear, but, you know, good mid-pitch play right now. Tighter defensive rotations, perhaps. ADXN, though, has the height. He has the open goal, and it's slowly going to roll in. A critical goal for STMC, and one that might secure him this series. ADXN getting himself so high up right there. It wasn't the fastest shot in the world, only 36 miles an hour. I believe that's about 50 kilometers, so definitely not a banger, but it was accurate. It was on point. And we are now looking at a 2-0 STMC lead. Here we go, 1 minute 50 remaining. Medi just getting bumped around right now, but he's still actually in a pretty good spot if the ball had gone towards the middle of the pitch. Instead, it sails right over ADXN. Colt, though, able to turn it back around. Colt's touches have been so good, but so is ADXN, nearly able to corral that and get yet another goal. Medi going to throw the ball right down to the box. Good read by Betriax, actually, off of that backboard. But he doesn't get the good touch he's looking for, so we're still going to see more of a gold attack. STMC trying to make it a 3-0 scoreline with just under 90 seconds to go. Zafrax needs to turn this attack into a goal, or perhaps Cook is going to find that angle. The shot looked good, but it was just a little bit wide to the left. 1 minute 13 remaining, and again, STMC on the offense. A goal here will probably ice this game, so Cook is going to do what he can. Oh no, a double. That was actually kind of a triple commit, really, forcing STMC to fall back on defense because everyone went for it. It just feels like STMC is keeping the OC Redbacks from gaining anything right now, just really struggling to get that ball past mid-pitch, and a lot of it is coming from weaker touches. Shot from ADXN will be safe, but it was another triple commit and an open goal. Fortunately for the Redbacks, no one was there to punish. There's a bit of a swing and a miss actually coming from the gold side. However, we still have 40 seconds remaining, and things are looking so good for STMC. All they need to do is hold on, and this could be trouble as the Frax actually starting to push back. That's an awkward touch from ADXN. Cook goes up, but cannot get there in time, and that may have been that last chance because Colt leading the charge back down. Oh, it's actually a good touch by Betriax, actually. He's going to go ahead and get that second touch. Medi doesn't win out the 50-50. Cook finds himself underneath the ball. Colt pushes it back towards the blue side of the pitch. And with 12 seconds remaining, that will do it for this one. STMC Gold will win, even if we see that next goal, because time is just not in the favor of the OC Redbacks. Get those brooms out. It's a sweep. The ball still bouncing around. Eventually, it will drop. Maybe we'll see a 0-seconder. Oh, all right, keeping it alive. Zifrax does a good job keeping that ball up. Medi from underneath. Nope, gets bumped off of it, and the game will end. So STMC Gold getting it done with a clean 3-0. Now, OC Redbacks, they did look better and better with each ensuing game, but it's a best of 5. It's not a best of 15. You got to be good from the word go sometimes, and I feel like if we had maybe 1 or 2 more games, OC maybe could have taken one, but not in the cards today. STMC Gold, they were just a faster team, more consistent with their aerials, a better understanding of how to control the ball, specifically when in the air. And while at times there were breakdowns in those communications, some awkward double commits, I didn't see any awkward triple commits, at least, which I did see on that OC Redback side. So both of these teams, if there's going to be a takeaway from this series, it's, you know what, let's work on our communication. Let's work on our spacing. Let's have a bit more trust in our teammates able to get, you know, big bangs when they're in position to do just that. However, we still have another Rocket League series to go. When we come back, we are going to be seeing Good Shepherd Lutheran College taking on the Unity Rockets. So do not go too far. We'll be back after one quick break.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the XP Esports High School Rocket League. It is week 3. We've passed that halfway point, and now we're getting down towards the end where every game is more important than the last. We saw the Brooms come out earlier today with the clean 3-0 sweep as STMC were able to take down the OC Redbacks 2 in our Pool A game. But second match of the day means it's time to check out and see what's happening over there at Pool B, which has, I don't know if people follow me on Twitter, in fact, I'm pretty sure they don't, is my new favorite letter. Either way, though, Good Shepherd Lutheran College will be on the blue side. They also like to go by Origin. They will be taking on the Unity Rockets. So, as you can see right here, no emblems, no insignias, but still sleek design, still pretty nice. Definitely feeling, Lutheran and I believe Unity College. I'm not sure who backs them, but a lot of religious imagery in this one. Either way, though, that's all good. We appreciate all the schools participating, so it's going to be a fun showdown now. Good Shepherd Origin, they are the favorites coming into this. They're one of those teams that are still trying to chase down the MFAC Beasts in Pool B. They're still thinking, you know what, if we're able to win out, we still have a chance to take this league and go on to that finals. However, the Unity Rockets, they're kind of been on that other trajectory. That rocket, I don't know if it's run out of fuel or maybe it's a drill instead of a rocket and it's been going down, but it's time to sort of flip that around and launch that rocket out into the stratosphere, just like the cars. The Rocket League cars, they do that same thing. Either way, we have started this game. So on to the pitch we go. We can see already Good Shepherd Origin on that blue side, Unity Rockets on the orange side, and some pressure being put down by Good Shepherd initially. YTCXN on Unity Rockets. He has the Wizard's hat, so I'm expecting some magical plays from him as we move forward. First shot, though, it's going to come from one Tom of Good Shepherd, and he will bang that in, so it will be a 1-0 lead in favor of Good Shepherd. As we see right here, it's actually a good job by Zon. I believe that is a Z-O-N. I'm going to have to get another closer look at his name, but he was the one who did the setup with a nice play, punching it right through the defense to set Tauntaun up to get that goal. And yes, it is Zon, Z-O-N, who also gets a nice banging clear down to the orange side of the pitch right now. Tauntaun looking to follow through. Actually, he bounces it back to Zon, who gets the pinch and gets the second goal. So 2-0 already in favor of Good Shepherd. Before we get into too much detail breaking down this goal right now, there is something that I want to address that I think is actually a very important safety hazard that a lot of these high school players are not aware of. Look, pizza, delicious. Good food, maybe not the best for you health-wise. Definitely not the best thing to use for tires for your car. Tom nearly gets a nice aerial right there. It is blocked. Do not put pizza onto your cars as the tires. They will crumble, fall apart, and it will crash, and you will have a very, very bad day. Either way, though, a minute into this one, things looking very good for Good Shepherd at the moment. That's Mimum on the Good Shepherd side, actually getting a big bang clear off that backboard, looking Tom follow through, but he's not going to get it. A good job, actually, by the Unity Rockets to slow the pace down and stop what could have been a very fast attack. Zon now with possession of the ball, trying to drop it down. He's actually looking for a pinch or someone Someone's got to step up and catch that. That was like beautifully set up. Mimum, I believe, was the one who could have gone for the pinch shot, but just not feeling confident. TomTom goes too high as well as the ball is just bouncing aimlessly in the box. Finally, we're seeing that counterattack, a bit of action from the Unity Rockets as they are living up to their name, rocketing down the field. Backboard setup. Someone's got to be there to catch it. It looks like he was Soul, but nope, not able to follow through on that. It's a good play by TomTom looking to push it on through. Mimum trying to recover, trying to find an angle. Maybe he's going to take that shot. I would have preferred to see a backward setup, but Mimum. Okay, that's an interesting play right there. Mimum was trying to find the angle for what would have been a highlight goal had he made it, but he had two teammates in the box waiting for him. It would have been much more beneficial to actually just slam that ball off the backboard, pass it back to his teammates just outside the box, and let them take the shot. Plus, if you do something like that, you have a better chance of having a defender press forward, get themselves out of position, which then turns it into an easier shot. So sometimes, even though you might think you can make that star play, it's better off to play as a team. However, things still looking good for Good Shepherd as Chaotic gets own goal. He gets the credit for it, but that was not Chaotic who scored that goal, as we're going to see on the replay right here. Zon had the touch, and no, it actually wasn't Chaotic. Okay, I thought it bounced off Zon yet again. I am mistaken. Chaotic, very good goal. I'm not going to steal the credit away from you and give it to Zon. You earned that goal. Congratulations. 2-1 game as we continue right now. Zon with possession, again going for the backboard setup, gets the next touch, and he'll take that right on back. 3-1 now in favor of Good Shepherd. I don't think Zon liked the fact I was trying to call him out on his pizza wheels, trying to call him out on possibly own goal. Like, no, he's going to show me he does know how to play with arguably the best goal so far today. Great pass and setup to himself, and a great job banging it in. So, Good Shepherd Origin retaking control right now. Ball bouncing around, looking pretty good. Zon feeling like he doesn't need to push forward to take that shot. So instead, he's going to actually go for, you know, a little bit of a lighter touch, try to set up Mimum. Unable to fall through just yet. YT Oxen actually kind of in a bit of no man's land right there. A slow recovery. Recovery is one of the most important skills I feel like to learn in Rocket League. And when I say recovery, essentially what I'm saying about is those moments when you find yourself sort of spiraling and flipping out of control, or even just going for aerials. It's the ability to land and keep your momentum and, you know, not be upside down or facing the wrong way. Fast recovery leads to a faster pace of the game, leads to you possibly getting to the ball faster than your opponents. Chaotic sitting in the goal, going to get that bump out right now. And yeah, currently, one of the things that I do feel like is holding the Unity Rockets back actually has been their recovery at times. Zon putting another shot towards the goal. Chaotic pushes out of the box but doesn't make contact, so it's actually going to be a double commit. This could be a scary situation had we seen tighter rotations coming from Good Shepherd Origin, but with both defenders kind of playing beyond mid-pitch, ball in a dangerous spot. Solid Sheep going to be able to clear it this time. TomTom with the next shot will flick it right over the top, and it is a 4-1 lead. Watching the replay right there, you can see Soul Shepherd just did not get enough velocity or height on the clear that he was looking for, and TomTom just able to pop it right back on in. So, looking very good at the moment for Good Shepherd Origin. They were the favorites coming into this. We're starting to see why. They are that faster team yet again, usually quicker to the ball. I would like to see a few more pass plays come from them. They are very reliant on that solo play, trying to just set themselves up. I think some more pass plays would actually do this team a lot of good moving forward, but at the moment they are playing very, very well. And Unity Rockets, it feels like they've just been stuck on defense this entire time. TomTom trying to clear it down to the middle of the pitch, and there's the pass I'm looking for. Zon is able to bang it on through. It's a pass to himself for the shot, but it will go a little bit wide to the right. Mimum looking to fall through. There's only one defender right there. It's a pass back to TomTom, but the defense able to recover. Solid Sheep making a solid save right now. Still more offensive pressure as people playing very far back right now on this Good Shepherd Origin side. TomTom, again, trying to set it up himself. He had the boost to play with, but instead it'll be Mimum who tries to push it on through, but with three defenders in the box. Semi-decent patient play right there. I don't like the double commit through the corner. There was no need for that. Another player could have stayed back. TomTom right now looking for that backboard setup, not going to find it. And just to go back before what we saw right there, how the two players pushed out of the box by the Unity Rockets, that's fine if someone is going all the way down the pitch to try and catch a pass. Solid Sheep. Oh, helping out Zon right there. That was an awkward touch. As we watch the replay, Zon kind of bounces it off Solid Sheep, who when racing to try to get it, just steals it away from his teammate. And that is the own goal that we were waiting to see. My goodness, that's, you hate to see it, but it's okay. Really, it was just an empty calorie goal at the end of the day as time was winding down, and you can feast on those empty calories all you like. It just makes for bigger numbers, but it doesn't necessarily reflect on how the game had gone, or will it affect the game in the future. Goal explosion! Awesome. I love getting new goal explosions. I wonder what it is. Either way, a great showing from Good Shepherd Origin as they were able to take that first one. A very dominating performance. I feel they were just a lot faster on the ball, especially when on offense. They could have cleaned up their play. I would have liked to see more pass plays through the corner. Sometimes it looked like they would get stuck there, and instead of really trying to bang it back towards the middle of the pitch where you could have a teammate, take a shot straight down the middle, they were trying to edge it through the corner, go for some crazy solo play, and at times it just wasn't really working. They had much more success when the ball did find itself rolling back into the middle of the pitch and they were able to bang it on through. For the Unity Rockets, at times their defense did look patient. They did look strong, but then they would get antsy. I feel like the nerves would get to them and they would start to double commit, and then that would open the door and bad things would happen for them. So for the Rockets, in order to get back in this one, they need, honestly, I feel more solid hits when on defense, just banging that ball over the top, especially if Good Shepherd Origin are going to be cheating far forward, going for these solo plays. If you're able to dunk it on that opponent, just get that better touch in the 1v1, and then have a teammate right there behind you getting that big booming clear, well, you're going to be in a lot better shape. So that's what I'm going to be hoping for to see out of the Unity Rockets as we move forward. That said, I do believe we are going to be seeing some substitutions actually in between each game in this one as we are waiting to get back in. We are starting to see those subs come into play. So new players actually jumping on the pitch for the Unity Rockets in particular. Everyone having a go to play on stream. So maybe with this new look, we will see a new Unity Rockets and a team that could be a bit more competitive. TomTom, though, trying to slow play himself. A little bit too slow, however, as a save was made. That was Dids05 able to rotate through and get that clear. And already I am liking this new Unity Rockets. They're playing at a much faster pace and taking a few more risks. Abs 2588 alone in the box right now, though he doesn't have the boost to push forward. A double commit and a double whip, and no one can touch this ball. Abs, just touch it, please. Okay, he touched it after another 3-car swing and a miss. Ball still bouncing around in the box. Oh my god, Solid Sheep can't make contact. Zon misses the open net. The follow through from TomTom is good. What just happened? Everyone falling apart at the seams. Thank you, TomTom, for putting an end to the madness right there. My goodness, that was peak Rocket League, as I like to say. At least peak excitement, that is for sure. Look, okay, I understand what may have been happening, okay? I tried this myself, granted it was with my Hot Wheels, not actually in the game, but I put some magnets in my Hot Wheels so they could, chase after things and I can drive them around, right? But I think the mistake that these cars made was, well, they had the magnet in the ball, but it was the North Pole, and then the magnets in the cars were North Pole, so they instead, push away from each other. That had to have been what happened there, clearly. Either way, 1 minute into this one, and already Good Shepherd Origin once again have that 1-0 lead, but I am liking this Unity Rockets. Despite sort of that complete breakdown in the box, I still feel this new lineup is a bit faster, but so is Zon. He'll take it straight down the middle. There's that solo play, and there is yet another goal. As we watch the replay right there, it was a swing and a miss, and that sort of opened the door for Zon, who actually got a great touch to get it past the last two defenders. Now, while I am liking the Unity Rockets taking more risks, and I do stand by it, you got to still make contact with that ball, I feel like. And when you take the high risk and then you miss the ball, well, you do get burned. I still feel it's the way for the Unity Rockets to get back in this game. The scoreline might be a bit of a rough one, especially if TomTom can just get snipe shots like that straight on through his second goal of the game. I want to see the replay on this one right here because it looked like all three defenders were there, but yeah, it just Shepherd, I believe, wasn't able to get high enough to make that save. By Shepherd, I, of course, do mean a Solid Sheep. Or maybe he should be Solid Snake. Solid Shepherd, perhaps. A good Metal Gear reference. I don't know. Either way, it's a good kickoff, actually, in favor initially of the Unity Rockets, but not able to follow it on through right now. And again, Mimo, now he's going to take that same shot that his teammates have done in the past, and they're going to make it 4-0 right now. And it's just looking worse and worse, unfortunately, for the Unity Rockets in this one. Mimum, what a slamming, jamming shot straight down the center. Okay, so, look, I wanted to see more risk, higher reward perhaps from this Unity Rockets team. I like the cheat play right there, but the cheat was a little bit too fast. Still might turn into something perhaps. However, because they cheat forward, it does leave poor Abs alone on defense. He does a good job saving his space, but oh no! Losing control of the car, and that right there is what I mean by recovery from before, and the rest of the Rockets are running into each other into the goal. Zon doesn't quite have that angle, and no one's there actually to follow through on the touch off the backboard, so maybe we can see the Rockets start to push forward. Did gets a nice demo onto Zon. The ball slowly creeping towards the goal. It's just a little bit wide to the left. Zon Gets a touch across the box. It'll be enough to get him out of danger for now. Solid Sheep racing back on defense. Ball gets over him, but TomTom's shot is a little bit wide. That's okay. Mimum is there. The faster team will score the goal. And this is getting from bad to worse for the Rockets right now as Good Shepherd 5-0 just over 2 minutes into this game. I'm going to assure everyone right now, there is no such thing as an aimbot when it turns to Rocket League. I have tried looking for it because my shots are abysmal as well, but unfortunately it does not exist. I'm just joking. I would never cheat. Good bump right there. Trying to set up Solid Sheep, but alas, not going to be able to get that shot in, and now we get to see a bit of the clear coming through. Mimum going to do what he can. Puts a shot on target. No defenders are there because everyone from this Unity Rocket side was starting to push forward, and oh, you can see it on the replay. Yeah, they're just cleaning each other up right now. And yet another goal is going to go Good Shepherd's way. Normally is where I'm thinking, all right, is this going to be a double-digit game? I think it might be. We could be seeing that elusive 10-0 right now should Good Shepherd continue to keep getting critical goal after critical goal. I kind of want to see it. Double digits are always fun. Zon going up, trying to set himself up, doesn't get the next touch, and Mimum does not have the height. The third man right now for Good Shepherd all the way back on his own side of the pitch. Mimum does steal it away from the offense. 1v1 situation. Mimum has a near open goal. Instead, he goes for the pass. I like to see it. Zon off the backboard, going for the double touch. Cannot spike it back down. So no highlight play just yet. Good clear attempt coming from, I believe that was D, but Solid Sheep's actually going to steal it away. And now we get to see Dids push it on forward. Ooh, not going to play it out the corner. Dids 005. I do not remember what Agent 005 was in James Bond. I know 007, 008, obviously, from Golden. Oh, no, it was 006 in GoldenEye, actually. 008, I think, was in one of the Roger Moore films, and he died horribly. Either way, Solid Sheep looking to clear through the box, not able to get that next touch. Do we see the pinch clear? Nope. Instead, we see the defense clean each other up. Unfortunately, Dids 005 is able to clear it through in its wake. Minute 30 remaining. Dids trying to do what he can, but Zon's going to be able to bang it. He's going for yet another double touch. This one looks a lot better. Oh, again. It's just a little bit high. I think he's going to make it, though, before this stream is done. Really want to see that double touch come through. Zon perhaps has the opportunity here. Not enough boost to go the way. Tried to get a bit of a reset. Instead, just got an awkward touch on the ball. Mimum going straight down the middle is unable to make the touch for that goal. And I mean, Good Shepherd, they're going for solo play after solo play, and they're all getting so close, and they're going at him one at a time. Finally, TomTom's able to get that goal. It kind of feels like a game of horse right now as each player on Good Shepherd are just taking turns driving it straight down the middle, going for that shot. And Unity Rockets trying desperately to play defense, but they're unable to stop TomTom as he goes straight on through. So, a 7-0 lead for Good Shepherd Origin, and hey, if Unity Rockets can get one on the board, you get my favorite scoreline, the 7-1, the Brazil. Let's see if it can happen. Zon, though, could be playing spoiler. He tries to throw it into the box. Defense double commits, and again, comes up with a bit of a miss. Solid Sheep right now pushing with Dids. And again, this is what I mean about double commit spacing. It's just not there. Abs has a bit more of the right idea as he's, staying further back, but he had no boost. And he was just sitting still. And sometimes you got to push forward to get that boost. Boost is such a critical resource in this game. So, when the ball's not near you and you have that time, please, please, please collect boosts. And it doesn't have to be those 100 boosts. I think one of the best skills, actually, players can learn in Rocket League is knowing good routes to pick up all of those smaller boosts. So you can always keep yourself going at that fast pace. It's not all about those 0 to 100 ones. Either way, though, Solid Sheep nearly throws the ball in a dangerous spot, but fortunately, Abs is able to clear it out before that shot can be made. 6 seconds remaining. I don't think we're seeing double digits. I don't think we're seeing the Brazil scoreline, but what we are seeing is a 2-0 match lead going in favor of Good Shepherd Origin. They get one last goal at that 0-second mark. TomTom banging that in. I do believe that was his 4th of the game, as a matter of fact. Great setup by Zon as well. Just unfortunately lost control at the very end, but that's why you have teammates to pick you up when you let yourself and the ball down. So Good Shepherd, 2-0 in this series, 1 game away from that clean sweep, and I have to admit it's looking more and more likely. I like the fire Unity Rockets were coming at the start of that one. They were screaming at that ball with reckless abandonment. I appreciate gameplay like that. I am a firm believer of, challenge everything. A bit of a reference for a team that I'm sure no one has heard of. A Portuguese team that goes by the name of We Dem Bots. They have not won a series yet in the league that they are playing in, but they are the most fun to watch because they challenge everything. They just come screaming at cars or at balls, reckless abandonment. And you know what? they challenge the best teams. Some of the best teams in the world, actually. They challenge them, and they make the games close just because of how unorthodox and how willing they are to take risks, even when they might necessarily not be as skilled of a team. So when I saw the Unity Rockets doing just that in that game, it made me excited. It made me think of some of those, semi-professional teams. So a big kudos to them. Unfortunately, towards the end of that game, it did start to break down a little bit more. They did start to play a bit more passively, and at times were double committing, completely whiffing, and opening that door for Good Shepherd Origin to punish. Now, Good Shepherd, I can't really read too much on them on that game. It started to feel like that they changed their play style to sort of reflect what Unity Rockets were doing, but also to have some fun with it. It felt like they were playing a game of horse at one stage where it's just one person down the middle at the time. I'm going to try the double touch. Nope, didn't make it. All right, next person up. Let's go. And at that stage, Unity Rockets really needed to be playing a bit more aggressive with tighter rotations and trying to cut that off. Either way, I'm curious if we're going to see a new roster for the Unity Rockets or if they're going to stick with what they have. Game's about to kick off right now. This is game number 3. Sweep yet again. Could be how this one ends. Should Good Shepherd Origin finish it on through. Ball in the box. No one able to bang it through just yet. So things slowing down for the moment. YT Toxin is back. He had a bit of a rough one in game 1. He had a couple, unforced errors. I feel like maybe redemption will be the storyline for him in this game. Zon bumped off the ball, so it will be Mimom actually pushing on through. TomTom should be Will 1 with the shot. If this is straight, this could have been a goal, but not really enough power behind it and not at the right angle. I liked the bump right there coming from Shepherd as well to stop the follow through, but now Zon has an opportunity off the ceiling, goes for the flick. Unable to connect. The follow through from Mimom, though, will be good. And that is one of the threats that Good Shepherd Origin can bring to a game. When the first man misses, sometimes you got to be mindful of the second one because everyone likes to go for these solo plays. You know they're going to be close and you know they're going to be screaming at that ball, especially when it's in no man's land. So it only took about 38 seconds, but Good Shepherd Origin able to get one on the board. Zon looking to follow through as well off the kickoff. The shot's a little bit high, and my MVP of Rocket League for life, the crossbar, able to make yet another critical save. Zon now going to do what he can, playing through the corner, and this is what I mean. He's going to go for the solo play when I feel like he should be going for a pass. That just comes from confidence, understanding the situation. I do feel against an opponent more akin to the speed that Good Shepherd Origin puts out there. That's where I'd want to see the pass play, and it would have been a goal actually had he dropped it back to the box because there were teammates there. Oh no, complete breakdown in the defense for Unity Rockets as all 3 cars ram into each other. 2 of them wind up on the wrong side of the ball, and now Zon, he's going to go for another ceiling shot, gets an awkward touch. He has boost to try to recover, but he's just going to let that one sail on in. Great touch from Zon off of the roof. As we see the replay right here, he just got a nice little tap on that thing, and although he had the boost to try to recover, he saw it was not even needed. That was dead center. That was a 50-mile-per-hour bullseye, which, funnily enough, is worth 50 points in darts. So there you go. A real 50 goal right there from Zon, and who's going to get himself another? No, not quite. Unable to pinch it underneath the crossbar right there. TomTom, though, will be able to follow through as the triple commit on defense does leave an empty net. And once again, a 3-0 lead, just over a minute and a half in this one. Good Shepherd Origin picking right up where they left off in game number 2, and they should be taking this series. Very unfortunate showing at the moment for the Unity Rockets now. I still want to see them get a goal. I want to see them, get something go their way. So trust me, my heart is rooting for you right now, Unity, but those swings and misses breaks my heart a little bit. TomTom, though, his heart grew 3 times, and so did his speed and willingness to take that shot. As you can see right there, the second 2 players miss it. TomTom throws on those e-brakes, skids that car around. He's doing doughies in a Woolies parking lot, and he is smashing that ball in. So 4-0 at the moment for Good Shepherd Origin. As you can see, TomTom again going to try and set himself up. It's a backward pass actually to Zon, who's unable to catch it. Now, those are the pass plays I want to see. And if Good Shepherd Origin learn and practice and start to actually connect on those types of plays, this team is going to be very scary as we move into that last week. So I want to see more plays like that as opposed to these solo plays kind of force things through the corner in the future. That's another good pass as well to TomTom, but actually a solid save and defensive effort coming from the Unity Rockets. Solid Sheep going to do what he can to try and clear it away, but he winds up in no man's land. It's up to Toxin actually to get the ball into the corner. And all right, 2 members on the Rockets again trying to push it down the alleyway, and as soon as they get beat, at least 1 person on defense, Toxin swings, Toxin misses, and the ball will slowly roll into the goal. Credit going to Mimom, and this is the threat of the double commit. This is why you don't double commit, because you can see you can get in your teammate's way, put your third teammate in an awkward position, and unfortunately Toxin just unable to get the touch on that ball. Mimum able to bang it on through. Halfway through this third, and what is looking like to be our final game of the evening. As Good Shepherd Origin, you have to think they're having a lot of fun with this one. Good Shepherd, I mean, because they are just, doing whatever they want, it feels like. And, this is actually very similar to what happened when I played soccer, to be quite honest. I would have been on the Unity Rockets team as Zon able to get another ceiling shot into the net, making it look way too easy than it should have been, as no one from the Rockets was really able to challenge. But yeah, I think actually it might have been primary school for me when I played soccer, but essentially it equated to everyone just running around and chasing the ball. And I feel like that's been the Unity Rockets strategy at times, where everyone's just going to run around and try to chase the ball. But unfortunately, that's not how you win these games. You win the games through proper positioning, proper rotations, proper spacing. And if Unity Rockets can pick up on those skills moving forward, I think they will see such a vast improvement in their gameplay. Not just necessarily in this league, but like even if they're playing, on their own in the ladder games or in normal games, just understanding spacing gets you so far in this game. It's something that, honestly, Good Shepherd Origin has shown to me. Like the spacing from Good Shepherd Origin has actually been really strong. They just haven't been using it. They haven't been going for the fast plays. They've just been going for solo plays. It's like, oh yeah, I see you there. You're at that sufficient space behind me where if I were to go for a pass, you'd be able to catch it. But instead, I'm just going to try and force the goal myself. And you know what? They've actually had success doing it, so maybe I shouldn't be too harsh on that aspect. Either way, this is looking very good for the Unity Rockets right now, as they nearly were able to find a goal. Solid Sheep, you're driving the wrong way! That's reverse. You won't go as fast if you're in reverse. You can't use your boost. Does lose possession as a result right there. He's trying to actually flick it to a teammate perhaps. Nope, instead he's going to push forward. In fact, everyone from the Unity Rockets are going to push forward. And now Zon, yet again, just going to go ahead and go for a double touch. Oh, that was such a small double touch. I feel like he could have made that, 9 times out of 10 a bit unfortunate. He's not able to connect that one right now. Tom all the time in the world, and yet he still misses it. A good bump right there actually coming out of Toxin, just to make sure he doesn't get the cleanest of shots. And you can see the Rockets defense desperately just trying to keep Good Shepherd off balance. Zon, again, going to try and set himself up. And, oh, no! He doesn't connect on the flick. 38 seconds to go. Rockets desperately trying to get the ball out of the box right now, but they're just unable to. The solo plays, the individual pressure that each member of Good Shepherd Origin can put on the 3 members of Unity Rockets Strong is actually quite impressive. It almost feels a little mean. It feels like, older brother kind of bullying younger brother around. Shot coming through from Unity Rockets, unable to get in right now. And 10 seconds remaining. Tauntaun actually loses possession of the ball, but Mimum is right there to have his back, trying to get that next touch, but not going to find it. Tauntaun will bang it through. Nope! Top crossbar there to make the save, and the ball will hit the ground. 6-0 victory for Good Shepherd Lutheran College Origin. They're going to take the series 3-0 in our second sweep, and oh, I love it, the spiking it. But hey, Zon, where's the team cohesion? Why can't you get yourself on the nose like that? You are mechanically the best player right there, and you don't even know how to synergize with your team in your victory celebration. My man, you got to work on that in the future, especially if you're going to be winning games like that. Either way, though, another very fun day of Rocket League, especially if you are a fan of STMC Gold or Good Shepherd Origin. 2 3-0 sweeps. Maybe not as competitive matches perhaps as last week or weeks prior, but still great displays of skill coming from each of our winners. And you know what? For both Unity Rockets and for the OC Redbacks seconds, I mean, I hope they go back. I hope these watch these VODs and understand those mistakes that they were making. I feel they're actually very similar in both those games. Incorrect spacing, double committing at times, making awkward challenges, and just leaving either teammates or sometimes the goal completely exposed for your opponents to capitalize and score on. That said, with these 2 series under wraps, that will do us for today. One last time, I'd like to throw a big thank you to all of the sponsors here of the XP High School Rocket League. Of course, I'm talking Computer Alliance, ZQ Racing, BLK Clothing, and the Canberra Havoc. Big thanks to all of the schools participating, all the teachers volunteering their time to help organize this. Everyone in the chat who I was watching today having a ruckus good time, Keep things PG in the future, please. But for the most part, I still love seeing that excitement. So thank you very much for tuning in. And until next week, our final week of group stage play, I have been Formal Casting. I will see you then.
dream.